leaders, and I have a question for you. What do you say when someone asks you, so, what do you do? How many would answer that question by saying you're a stay-at-home mom? Raise your hand. Any stay-at-home moms here? Good. How many of you would answer that question by saying you're a teacher? Do you have any teachers in the room? Good. What about any nurses or healthcare professionals? Awesome. How many of you would say that you are a leader within It Works? Raise your hand. Awesome. The VIP section knows what I'm talking about. See, everybody's hand should be raised right now. Let's try this again. How many of you would say that you are a leader within It Works Global? Thank you. Much better, much better. See, the way you answer this question is more important than you might think. And I think the most important aspect of your business, this was a huge aha moment for me. See, an uncomfortable confession. When I first started this business, I was a very proud clinical psychologist. Yeah, I know. I graduated in clinical psychology. I really thought that this was where I was supposed to be, and I really didn't see myself as a business owner. So when we started this business, my aunt actually asked us if we wanted to come to a networking event. She wanted to help us out, and we didn't really know what to do next. So I wasn't sure. I remember I was very prepared. I had my It Works shirt on, we were ready in the car, and after work, I got all changed up and drove straight to this after-work barbecue. I was a little bit nervous, I didn't really know what to expect, and I show up to this room full of professionals. Mostly people that work via referrals, so real estate agents, contractors, insurance people, and there I was. Now remember, 6 years ago, in Grand Rapids, nobody knew what It Works was just yet, and I'm sure they were very curious to see what this blonde girl with Get Your Sexy Back on their shirt had to say. So, needless to say, a few minutes, I found myself a little bit later into the event, sitting down, eating my burgers, hanging out with these people, and it came to my turn. And they said to me that all-important question. So, Denise, what do you do? And I'm sure all these eyes were on me and my Get My Sexy Back shirt, and I very confidently said, I am a clinical psychologist. Dang it! I totally missed my chance. If anyone else had done something silly like that, I'm there to market my business, and I wasn't thinking like a business owner. So I get into my car that night, I turn off the radio, I drive home in silence, and I remember just feeling totally defeated. I began to realize that in order to be successful in this business, I needed a complete change in belief and self-image. My self-identity had to change. I began to see that just by being a distributor with It Works Global, I was a business owner. I was an entrepreneur. I am a very proud rapper. You will never outperform your own self-image. How do you see yourself today? How do you view yourself today? I began to see, as it started to sink in, it began to change my business. It changed my mindset, it changed my business, and I can say now that this is exactly where I'm supposed to be. So, you will always act in a manner that's consistent with the way you view yourself. So I want to take you through a little exercise. All right, first of all, I want you to picture the most successful person that you know. It could be within It Works, or it could be within the world. Picture somebody that you deem successful. And then I want you to write a list of qualities and characteristics that this person embodies. What are some things? When you think success, what are some things that you think of? Shout them out. Confident, integrity, discipline, positive, awesome. Awesome. Keep going. Keep writing that list. Write that list until you can't think of anything else. And then what I want you to do is just do a little star next to the qualities that you already possess. Because I believe that you are already more of a leader and more of an entrepreneur than you even realize. And when I started doing this exercise, I realized that I already had the skill set to be good at this business. Brandon has always said that I'm a hard worker and I'm a good friend. Okay, well, being a hard worker, I go to events, I'm on calls, I do what I'm saying I'm gonna do, I do go that extra mile that maybe other people won't do, I don't quit. I'm a good friend. I try to be a good friend to leads and to new distributors. I hear their stories, I ask questions, I get to know their why. As my confidence grew, I began to see myself as a leader within Inverse. I began to see myself experiencing success. I began to see myself on that beach. You have to see it to believe it. You have to know that this is where you're supposed to be. You have to see yourself paying off debt. See yourself laying on that beach. See yourself enjoying vacations with your family or being able to do things that you might not normally do. You have to see it before it can happen. And with It Works, we often say that diamond is the first leadership level, right? Well, I believe you will not be diamond until you perceive yourself as diamond. I have a team that after conference, they went back into their hotel rooms and they got their flat irons and their brushes and they were practicing their diamond speeches. You know, thank you to my husband who's supporting, thank you to my team. You have to own this, guys. You have to see it. You have to believe it. You have to declare it. So in closing, I want you to high-five your neighbor, and I want you to say, I am a successful ambassador leader with It Works Global.